Hey everybody, I hope you can hear me over the breeze. We're out here on Prettyboy Reservoir again today. It's Friday afternoon, and the remnants of this week's hurricane are now out over the Atlantic Ocean, but we are still feeling the residual effects of it. That's what all this wind's about today. So we're going to try to have a little motor around, look for some pretty autumn colors. I'm not really planning on doing any fishing or anything, but it's a lot breezier and choppier out here than I was expecting. We haven't even gotten out of the little cove where the boat launch is yet. We're not even out into the main body of water, so we'll have to wait and see what it's like once we get out there. But at the very least, we're going to have a little bit of a motor around, and if nothing else, we'll get this on video. So sit tight and I'll get a little more for you depending on how long we're out here, but we're going to have to play that one by ear, like I said, so bear with me. Alright everybody, we are out on the main channel now, and I was heading downstream, but that's the way the wind and the current and everything is taking us, and I want to actually go against that, so on our way back we will have the wind and the current helping us rather than on the way out. So I'm now going to turn around and we're going to head back upstream and into the current. Right now I've got the motor turned down really low. It's just the current and the wind that's carrying us along at this speed. And because of the motor is mounted to my left side, when I turn it up, it's going to push us this way, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough. In addition to me leaning in with it, we should be able to turn in against the wind and start heading back upstream. So that's now all the way up to full throttle, and it's really not doing much as far as turning us sideways, so I'm going to lean into it. And that's what I was worried about. I don't want to get broadsided by these big waves. I know these aren't big waves by some standards, but we're out on a lake. So these are pretty big waves for being out on a lake. And that's usually where I get stuck trying to turn, is once I start going into these waves like this. Every time I make any progress, the waves just sort of push me back. So we're probably just going to keep kind of going that way as we make our way across. I don't want to lean too far out here. Alright, well now I'm going to use my paddle to help us. Alright. Now the wind is still pushing me all over the place. But I think as long as we head directly into the wind and directly into the waves, we'll be fine. So I think all I'm going to do today is make my way up to the trestle bridge, just so I can say I got out here for the day, and then we're going to turn around and head back in. This is just more wind than I was looking forward to. I want to be able to come out here and relax and sightsee, not spend all of my time fighting the wind. Alright, we made it out of the main channel where all of the big waves were, and we're over here along the shoreline. I honestly don't even think I'm going to bother going all the way up to the trestle bridge up there. Not sure how well it's coming out on camera. Again, I know this camera doesn't do very much for distances, but the trestle bridge is right up there. I don't even think I'm going to bother with that, because once we get back out into the open water, it's going to be rough and choppy, and I just don't feel like being out there and hassling with it. So we're going to come up along this shoreline, have a look at these last couple of trees, and then I'm just going to turn around and head on back to the boat launch, and maybe we'll get a few more minutes of video, maybe we won't. Anyway you slice it, we'll be heading back to the house soon, and maybe I can get some more video in the fish room this afternoon or something. But at least I tried. I got out here for a little while, got a little bit of video. I'm just afraid that I'm going to turn around and it's just going to be over. The year's going to be done. once the leaves start changing, it'll go really fast. We'll get some really windy weather, a couple of rainy days, and before you know it, the leaves will be gone, the weather will be cold, and I'll just be in for the winter. So if I can get out here at least for a little while, I'm gonna try. So let's see if we can turn. There we go. I was about to run up into the shore there. That's just the wind pushing me up against the shoreline. That's got nothing to do with our steering. So let's have one look. It looks like we got a nice bright yellow tree right here. We'll have a look at that, and then we'll swing around and start heading back to the boat launch. See, even that tree is already well past its prime. It's lost most of its leaves already. Alright, I was going to turn around out in the main channel, but I don't see any point in doing that when we can simply come back here into this little cove, turn around back here, and then make our way back out. That tree was really pretty last week, but that's pretty much done too. I guess it's the same species of tree. Alright, let's see if we can turn this puppy around. Just trying. Might have to get the paddle out here in a moment. Can't quite push through this wind. I think we'll be okay. We're gonna have to go between these logs. Well, that wasn't exactly turning around in that cove, but that was still fun. Alright, now that we got the wind at our back, and the waves at our back, it should be a nice smooth ride back to the boat launch. I seriously doubt you can see it on this camera, but right there, right smack in front of us, is the radio tower. If you remember my video from not long ago when we made our way down to Radio Tower Cove, that is the radio tower. So if we stayed on the water and went all the way down and around about a mile down over the water, we'd come back up into that cove where that radio tower is. Alright everybody, I'm going to call that good and say goodbye and thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. If I do get out here again this year, I'll certainly get it on video. The colors really haven't started changing yet, so I certainly anticipate being out here again, but you never know. That's why I'm out here today, as I said already. So thanks again. I'll see you real soon in the next one.